Hello again, you dirty motherfuckers. Bentley back again with the second installment of my podcast series. Um, Glad to be back. Glad to be here on video again, showing you guys my beautiful face and my Longhorns hat. Hook 'em. Wow. Obviously, this video cast needed to be created post haste in response to the Coons Corner podcast that less than 24 hours ago was recorded. The fact-based Coons Corner podcast, speaking of hypocrisy, which we will definitely be diving into. I use the quotations because the term fact-based was in fact used in an email that Marcus had penned to Coons Corner yesterday. And so, Cooney and Marcus, dare I say, the new power couple in the tLOL. They got each other's back, and it seems to all be sort of at at my expense, unwarranted, but accepted. So, without further ado, I don't really know where to start, but let's get into it. I re-listened to the show, and wow is all I can say. Most of you in this league probably could give two shits about any of this, and I can imagine that after this video, most of you in this league will be saying, who fucking cares about the little three-way fight between you three and all your shit talking back and forth? I don't give two shits. Well, you all care, or you wouldn't listen to the podcast and you wouldn't watch the video cast. And so I'm going to keep it going. I think I'll start with Marcus. Marcus. Holy shit. I have so many bullet points that I want to hit, and so I apologize if I kind of go all over the place. But I think I'm going to start with how I kind of find it ironic that Cooney calls me a pussy for not calling people out on my podcast that I posted, and that I'm a fraud and I'm a pussy for not calling people and throwing them under the bus and putting them on blast. Yet Marcus's email, although it was pretty obvious he was referring to me, he never actually referred to me. He referred to that idiot guest from last week and said idiot over and over and over again. So technically Marcus is kind of skating around calling me out as well. But, it's Cooney's podcast, and so he's bitter along with Marcus, bitter at me. And so, of course, he's going to fail to mention that whole part of it. Again, hypocrisy, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show. Very much a hypocrite. Funny, something that was mentioned in the podcast, in Marcus's email to Cooney. Marcus mentioned, in regards to the whole theoretic thing, that when him and I were matched up a couple weeks ago, that he sent me a friendly text, which we all know is complete and total bullshit. Because Marcus has never been friendly in his entire fucking life. Never. So we all should have known Cooney should have known from the very get-go of that email that it was going to be total and complete bullshit when he basically started it out by saying he sent me a friendly text. So Marcus, you're not friendly, never have been friendly. So it was pretty obvious that the rest of your email was going to be complete bullshit, and I'm going to get into that. Marcus brought up the whole Taliaferro business and the Justin Forsett business. Wow, was he pulling at strings? That him bringing that up, I don't know if anyone else thought this, but that just reeks of total desperation. Marcus is bitter because he has a shitty team, a shitty future, and I can vouch that Marcus never thinks he's wrong about anything. Ever thinks he's wrong about anything. And so the fact that he's bitter, he hates his team, he hates his life, and he doesn't want to admit that he was wrong, he's got to start reaching. And boy, did he ever reach. He brought in my work league. How did he even find out about this? Does anybody else not wonder that? How? I'll tell you how he probably found out about it. Um, I am in a work league, and I do have Taliaferro on my team in that work league, and I will get to that. Marcus's girlfriend, her best friend, is somebody who I work with and is in that league. So I can only imagine that when I called out Marcus, he got on his phone right away and he wanted to find out if he could dig up any secrets about me. So he somehow managed to get logged into an ESPN account for a different league that he's not even in so that he could try and find some shit out. However he did it, that may not be exactly how he did it, but whatever he did, wow, fucking total desperation. I also find it kind of hypocritical that whenever anybody in this league brings anything up about work league or this other league that they're in, everyone kind of, bitches, oh, don't fucking bring up other leagues, fuck other leagues, blah, blah, blah. tLOL, it's the only league that matters. But yet, when it comes to proving Betley wrong or making a point, albeit very desperate, it's totally okay to bring up somebody else's work league in this conversation. And so, again, just more hypocrisy. But anyways, let's get back to Marcus's reach here. Yeah, like I said, I am in a work league, and he brought up Betley's a commissioner of this league. Like that, that has nothing to do with anything. But let me kind of explain to you guys a little bit. Cooney also mentioned Betley's probably going to talk about how I don't care about that league, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't care about that league. That's not going to be my explanation for the Taliaferro thing, but I don't care about that league. It's $20, and it's for talking shit at work. He mentioned that I'm the commissioner of that league. Yeah. If any of you guys remember a guy named Jake Pearson, who for about 3 minutes was a member of the tLOL and then he fucking quit, Jake pulled the same shit in Work League. He was the commissioner of that league for years and years and years, and he quit being commissioner because he didn't want to deal with it anymore. And so basically I took over the reins, in which the duties that I perform as league commissioner are adding all the rosters to the website after the draft and collecting the money. So, yeah, I'm the commissioner. I don't really see how that merits any sort of anything, but it had to have been mentioned for some reason in Marcus's email, and so we'll go with it. This league is one of the fucking most stupid leagues ever because Jake made up this fucking roster rule that you can only have 3 running backs and 3 receivers on your team at a given time, and you have to start at least 1 running back, and then you can start any combination of 3 wide receivers or tight ends. So it's just, anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but it's the most fucking stupid league and the most stupid rules in the entire world. So, yeah, I have Lorenzo Taliaferro in that league. And no, I don't have Justin Forsett in that league. And yes, I had an opportunity to pick up Justin Forsett, but I picked up Lorenzo Taliaferro weeks ago, who has never seen my starting lineup because, again, I've got like 3 receivers and tight ends who are way better than any running back that I can have. At any rate, I don't get how I'm a fraud because I have Lorenzo Taliaferro. If you really want to talk about, you brought up the Justin Forsett thing. Yeah, I've gloated about picking up Justin Forsett. Far be it for somebody in this league to gloat about something that's worked out for them. And for Marcus to reach at that, and for Marcus to bring up, Betley's talked about how he's a fucking shit because of Forsett, but he's a hypocrite because he didn't pick up Forsett in the league. Fine, what do you want me to do? Admit it? Fine. Yeah, I got lucky with Justin Forsett, okay? I'm sorry that I talked shit about something that I got lucky about, but isn't that what this fucking league is all about? Okay? This was the most ridiculous, insane attempt at trying to fucking knock somebody down by trying to call me a fraud because I do one thing in another league, but I don't do it in the other league. Fine, I was lucky. I'm sorry, I won't talk shit anymore then. I won't gloat about things working out for me. And none of you in this league better fucking do it either. Raffleson, all of your trades that have worked out for you, you better not gloat because it was all luck, okay? You had no skill involved in it. Anybody who drafted any kind of decent team this year better not gloat because as time and time again people have mentioned, fantasy football is 90% luck. But, apparently because Marcus doesn't want to admit that he's wrong, he wants to fucking reach out to another league and point out that, oh, Bentley is a fucking hypocrite and he's a fraud and this and that and this and that. Fine. Fine. I'm not going to fight with you anymore. I got lucky with Justin Forsett, and I didn't want Taliaferro. Um, I also kind of find it interesting that, Marcus, you said that I said that Taliaferro blows and he'll never be anything in this league. Maybe I said that recently in person, but I do recall back, and I've my friendly, I can go back in the past and look at things too, Marcus. When you originally offered Taliaferro to me, um, you had said that no, I basically had told you that, yeah, I don't really. Sorry, I had this up and now I don't anymore. Okay. You said I need roster space. Do you want handcuff for Taliaferro for a pick? So basically, he wanted to trade me Taliaferro for a pick, and I said, maybe. I'll look at it a bit. I'm kind of looking at keeping my 1 and 2s though, unless someone offers up a multiplayer deal that improves my running backs more than Taliaferro. At that